Over the last couple of weeks, there have been thousands and thousands of people across the world who got together to practice the principle of dry fasting. Now, part of the 2018 Reset Your Body, Reset Your Life program is doing little things which are inexpensive, powerful, and absolutely free that we can do every single day to change our health, to prevent disease, and possibly even heal most of the diseases and ailments that we have. Am I claiming that the technique of dry fasting will heal every possible disease? No, but I'm saying what's wrong in trying it. When it's producing results, unbelievable results of reducing tumors, of breaking down tumors, of improving people's immunity, of weight reduction, better hair, better skin, reduction in acidity, a change in the health of the thyroid gland, and so many innumerable benefits of fasting. There is power in things that were traditional. The only thing that we need to understand today is that dry fasting has always existed in most of the religions. Back in India, it exists amongst the Muslims. It exists amongst the Jains. It exists in the Bible. Religion has spoken about the power of fasting and dry fasting for decades and decades. But there's no money to be made in dry fasting. There's absolutely no money and no profit to be made in dry fasting at all. So the issue is, that's why it's never spoken about. That's why it's never encouraged. That's why it's never told to people that, hey, if you fast, you can change your sickness, you can heal, you can prevent disease, you can get rid of skin disorders, you can treat your psoriasis, your eczemas, all the problems that you have, autoimmune issues, immunity issues, and you can have results only by doing something which is naturally designed for the human body. The power of dry fasting. We did a couple of videos on dry fasting over the last couple of weeks talking about the innumerable benefits of dry fasting. And people from all over the world got together to dry fast, and you should see the testimonials and the positive feedback that they have on how they felt, how their bodies felt, how their skin issues got better, how their weight problems started getting better, how their acidity, how innumerable problems started getting better only by dry fasting. And many of these people are people who go to the gym every day, they work out, they do fad diet plans, they're living a life of restriction, not eating this, not eating that, feeling guilty about what they eat all the time. Nature has it inbuilt in us. When you look at animals, when they get sick, when they get wounded, all they do is they find a quiet place where they can rest, they can recuperate, they can rejuvenate and heal. They stay away from food. And yet today we force people to eat food when they're sick. We force sick children to eat food, constantly interfering with the natural defense mechanism, the natural healing mechanism of the human body, which is the ability to heal itself. The human body has intelligence and brilliance and that ability to heal itself in most cases if we give it a chance. Over the next 3 days, watch the space for more. We are going to be launching a 3-day global fast for people to do it together. Because when we do it together, when I know my friends are doing it, when I know my parents are doing it, I'm more motivated to do it myself and to complete it. Now we're going over a couple of rules of dry fasting. You may start off with just achieving 8 hours. That's great for you. You may do 12 hours. That's fantastic for you. We want to reach 16 to 18 hours. Some people may take it on for 24 hours. Some people may take it on for 36 hours. That's your choice. Now, if you have medical conditions, the most common questions are, if I have to take my thyroid medication in the morning, how can I fast? You can. You start your dry fast a little after lunchtime, so you get 16 to 18 hours. You wake up in the morning, you break your fast with breakfast. Okay, for people on their diabetic medication. Now, I don't know the state of your diabetes. I don't know how controlled it is, how uncontrolled it is, the kind of medication you're on. So it's difficult to tell diabetics that you can do this. But all I can do and share with you is that I think almost 40% of the people who dry fasted were diabetic patients, and they reported a massive, massive drop in their sugar levels and feeling better. Now, a lot of these people kept checking their sugar levels through the fast. If they found it was going too low, they broke the fast and they started eating. A lot of people, they seek professional help from their doctors and their medical professionals asking them whether they could or you couldn't do it. Now, let's be honest. When you ask a medical professional, can I fast? The answer is going to be no. Because we don't know the benefits of fasting. No one has studied this. You don't study this in medical curriculum. We don't even study this in nutrition. This has come out from experience of people, be it fourth stage cancer, to diabetics, to people struggling to lose weight, to people who are rapidly aging, and they have one goal, that why am I rapidly aging? We're aging because we're not living life the right way. And when you start decreasing the amount of calories that you put in your system, allowing the body to heal. The principle of dry fasting exists in religion, and we just don't follow that enough. Every year, Muslims for a month will get into dry fasting, which is fantastic for your health. But then the statistics should show that these group of Muslims that fast should also have better health conditions after that. Most of them don't, because they break their fast the wrong way. You never break a fast with fried foods and a whole feast of food. Religion doesn't tell you to do that. The Quran doesn't tell you to do that, nor does Jainism. It talks about breaking your fast with water and then dates and fruit, and eventually reintroducing your normal foods back into your diet. But today it's become a feast, and that's why people get sicker and sicker. If you break your fast the wrong way, you basically take away all the goodness of the fast that you just put yourself through. So we want to do it in a scientific way. We want to do it in a safe way, and we want to do it the right way for you to get all the health benefits that you require. We can keep talking about the medical community all the time that, they're only treating the symptom and there's wrong advice and there's no transparency. It's the same for even nutritionists and people in alternative medicine. We believe by forcing food into people's mouth, telling them you have to eat a breakfast, you have to do this. It's the same, because that's how we've all been trained. We're trained to believe what we study, but sometimes we've got to think out of the box and see how nature works and how aligned is our way of living with nature. And when we align our bodies, because our bodies are products of nature, with the laws of nature, we start living in harmony, and even the deadliest of diseases can actually start going into remission. So when we're doing dry fasting the right way, okay, don't just jump on it like it's a fad plan. Just don't hear my words of, oh, you lose weight and so I'm going to dry fast. Do it with an intention. Everything is about intention. The way you wake up in the day. What intention do you set for your day? People just wake up and throw themselves into their day living mindlessly every single day. You have to have an intention. I want to dry fast because I believe that when I dry fast, I allow my body to take all that energy from my digestive system, which is practically 70 to 80%, and use it to heal my body. Healing of the body requires energy. If you don't have energy, your immunity cannot function. Your body cannot heal you. Which is why when you give all those 50 plus trillion cells the right energy, then your cells work for you to heal you. So part of dry fasting, everyone talks about stem cell treatment today. Stem cell treatment in cancer, for burn victims, for people who have Alzheimer's and dementia. What is stem cell treatment? All they're doing is creating stem cells in your body. The human body has the ability to do that right now, every second of the day. But because our body is so clogged with sick and dying cells, toxic cells, they use the space that new stem cells should actually be using to regenerate and recreate in the human body. So when you dry fast and you allow all these sick and dying cells to be removed and flushed out of the human body, you create a space for stem cells to start producing. And it is the stem cells that produce healthy cells that help you regenerate, recreate, and reduce the rapid rate at which human beings are aging today. And besides that, you can watch the previous video for the health benefits, from arthritis to reducing inflammation, to cysts and tumors and fibroids, to improving your hormonal balance and your energy levels in your brain. It's unbelievable. And that's why we're going to come together over the next couple of days to dry fast every single day for 3 days. Why do I say 3 days? Because when you've done it for 3 days, you understand on the second and third day how easy it is to dry fast. Right now, the fear that we have is no water, no food, it's impossible. It is your mind that is the limiting factor in you to make a decision to do something that can be therapeutic, something that can be healing to your parents, to you, to your children, to anyone you know that's sick, to anyone that you know or care for that you want to prevent them from ever falling sick or having disease. That's the beauty of dry fasting. So number one, it's in your mind. The first time I did a dry fast, I thought I'd break it in 12 hours. I went on for 36 hours non-stop. I didn't want to break it, not because of willpower. My energy levels were to the roof. I felt I could go for a run and work out, but I didn't do that because I wanted to conserve energy. And after that, all I realized, my learning was, I have the power to dry fast when I want to. So I come back from that holiday. I don't want to diet on a holiday. I want to eat in moderation, enjoy myself, because I know when I come back, I have the power to dry fast and reset every single cell in my body. My patients use it, my friends use it, my parents use it, and your families have to start using these things which are inexpensive and free. When you talk to your parents and grandparents about it, they'll all talk to you about fasting and why they did it. We've just lost it. We've just lost it, and we want to spend money on expensive things that we believe will heal us and basically sort our health problems out. So over the next 3 days, watch the space for more. We're going to guide you into fasting as a community. When I mean a community, I'm not talking about Hindus and Muslims and Jains and Catholics. I'm talking about human beings. We are the most powerful community when we function and coexist together. So the last dry fast we did, we had 96-year-old women and men from Czechoslovakia, Siberia, Croatia, different countries come together and fast and post how it benefited all of them. Now they've taken it to their families and their communities, and it's growing more and more. This is your drug. Lifestyle is your drug. You can have all the wealth you have in the world and decide to buy the most expensive health insurances and all of these things, but never forget that you have your body has its own ability to heal you and protect you in most cases. Yes, there is a population that has unexplained cancer and disease, genetically driven. Okay, fasting can also play a role in healing them, but I'm talking about people who have the ability right now to make a change in their lifestyle, dry fast, and change the way you live and you feel. People who go to work can dry fast. People who are at home can dry fast. Pilots, air hostesses, everyone. It doesn't matter what you do. You have that section of a day where you can give it to your body to dry fast. Do you have to do it every day? Absolutely not. You can do it for 2 days, 4 days, 5 days according to your lifestyle. I know people who have made it a lifestyle because they realize that their bodies are dynamic machines moving on just 2 meals a day today. Because their bodies are so clean, they break down those 2 meals and they have enough of energy to do enough and more in their day. What if we could reach that? Because the whole scam of producing a breakfast, how do you sell a breakfast cereal? By paying people and designing medical and nutritional curriculum and making people believe that, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Now, it may be important for you depending on the role that you have, the job that you do. If you have a high-stress job or a physical job that involves physical labor and doing, you want energy in the morning. But for so many other people, it doesn't matter about that. It matters about the energy and the nutrition that reaches your trillions of cells to sustain you. So be tuned. I hope you're going to be part of the global dry fasting that we're going to launch over the next couple of days to reset you, reset your cells, reset your body, reset your physical health, reset your emotions and your mind. Have you ever tried meditating when you're fasting? You'll find that you can meditate far more easily than when you're eating non-vegetarian food and stuffing yourself with sugar and carbohydrates and processed food. Why? When the body's clean, the mind is clean. When the mind is clean, you can meditate. You can connect with your soul. You can connect with your deepest self. Most people can't meditate today because of distraction and restlessness, because of the food that we're eating. It's constantly making us acidic. Every food that you eat has an impact on your cells. Everything that has an impact on your cells has an impact on your brain, your emotions, and your behavior. That's how it works. Stay tuned. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.